Qualified, intelligent, and caring nurses are essential to the provision of optimal health care. Finding these individuals begins with their education. A challenging curriculum, working with new technologies, and dedicated instructors are important elements in developing the nursing professional. A critical part of that education is the clinical experience. At the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh College of Nursing, a unique, well-established program opens up nursing to the non-traditional student. The Accelerated Online Bachelor's of Nursing program is designed specifically for individuals who have a non-nursing bachelor's degree. A rigorous schedule of online theory courses, along with online and face-to-face lab instruction and one-on-one clinical rotations, make it possible to finish the degree in 1 year. This attracts a more mature and focused learner.
I think this is a great way to teach it. The reason being that we get the additional clinical time and we get one-on-one time with an individual preceptor, as opposed to the traditional programs where it's a group of students with one preceptor.
A major difference between a traditional program and this accelerated program is the structure of clinical rotations. After the first group rotation, each student experiences 5 one-on-one clinical rotations with an experienced nurse preceptor. This provides more focused learning and a more experienced nursing graduate.
With the Excel student, because of the maturity level and the format of being driven, they can handle the condensed time frame in which they have to get their clinical hours in. And they come prepared and they know what they're supposed to do, they know what their expectations are, so it's less of a burden on the staff to meet their requirements.
Staff nurses really do great with these students, and I think this is probably one of the groups that they enjoy the most, just because they do have the opportunity to work with them one-on-one, and because these students are prepared and motivated and focused. They really want to learn everything they can. They just are sponges, you know, and they will look for additional experiences. So they're very, very easy to work with, and I think that's why the staff is so receptive to this group.
Placement in a healthcare agency in the accelerated program occurs in or near the student's hometown. This provides the agency with students who have a commitment to the community and are more likely to work where they have had their clinical experience.
During the year, the head of the nursing program, the nursing department of the East Orange General Hospital asked me if I could stay as a nurse at East Orange. So I was like, okay, can I stay or can I find another place? But it was good for me because I knew the place, all my clinicals, I did at the same place. Nurses knew me, so they knew, oh, Victor, he worked here. And then I knew the old hospital. That was a big bonus for me. And I work, and my last internship, they want me to stay as orientee. So I was doing my clinical, but it was like a kind of orientation because it was easy for the hospital. After my graduation, I'm going back to the same hospital, and then I'm going to be employed over there.
The Accelerated Nursing Program is a close partnership between the student, preceptor, and the university clinical instructor. The instructor is always accessible during this stage of the learning process and is responsible for facilitating a positive learning environment for both the student and preceptor.
As far as the education piece, I think it would be very similar between the traditional program and the accelerated program. They certainly get all of the same basics, so they're well prepared. I just think that this is a group that may take that to a little higher level and search out additional experiences.
Being a military wife is not only a blessing, but it's a challenge at the same time. I'm lucky enough to be married to a submarine officer in the U.S. Navy, and I am superbly proud of him for serving his country. One of my goals and dreams was to become a nurse, and I thought that was going to have to be put on hold when I met my husband, but then I found the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh Accelerated Nursing Program. This program is for students who already have a bachelor's and who want to be a nurse as a secondary career. I found this program and was worried about not knowing where I was going to live, not knowing where the Navy was going to station me, and just being worried that I wasn't going to be able to find a program that kind of fit into the schedule of being a military wife and living in a military family. The UW Oshkosh program and the admissions council and the advisors assured me that they would be able to make it work, and they did. I do all of my classes online from my home so that I can do it wherever the Navy had stationed me, and they found me a clinical location right near the Groton Naval Base in Connecticut. It's amazing because not only does my husband get to fulfill his dream being a U.S. Navy submariner, but now I get to follow my dream of being a nurse and helping out others in my own way. I couldn't be more grateful to the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh nursing program, and I think it's a blessing to have a program like this that really goes out of its way to help military members and their spouses fulfill their dreams of becoming a nurse.
There are two big problems military spouses wishing to pursue a nursing degree face: living in remote locations and frequently changing residence. We may not always live near a university, but we do always live near a hospital, have internet access, and can usually live in one location for at least 1 year, which are really the basics you need for this program. The Accelerated Online BSN program is incredibly unique, and it's a perfect fit for a military spouse. My family has to move frequently, as we're restationed every 2 to 3 years. Even if we were ever stationed somewhere near a university, which we never are, the frequency of our relocations alone makes it nearly impossible to ever start and finish a traditional nursing program in one military assignment. The Excel program is intense, but it still affords the day-to-day flexibility I need to coordinate with my husband's erratic work schedule. The faculty are committed to each student's success and take a special interest in complicated situations, such as those that might present in a military family. There are even competent financial aid officers on staff who can navigate the complexities of government tuition assistance programs, such as the GI Bill. Obtaining higher education as a military spouse can be incredibly challenging and frustrating. The Excel program has given my military family the path to a second income and a civilian service career that perfectly complements my husband's military service. Thanks, Oshkosh Accelerated Nursing Option.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Frankham, and I am an active duty Air Force spouse. My husband Eric has been in the Air Force for 2 years now. Our first assignment was to Ramstein Air Force Base in Ramstein, Germany. We moved in January of 2010 and have been here ever since. When my husband initially told me he wanted to join the Air Force, I was a little hesitant because I was afraid I would never be able to pursue my dream of becoming a nurse. I knew with the moving every 2 years and possibility of moving overseas, which happened, that my chances of completing a BSN program would be slim. However, last year I found the University of Wisconsin at Oshkosh and discovered the Accelerated Online BS to BSN program. I applied and was accepted this June and started the program today. I couldn't be more thankful to the University of Wisconsin at Oshkosh for allowing me to pursue my dreams of becoming a nurse overseas and while living with my active duty military husband. I think that this opportunity is amazing for spouses like myself. I hope that the word gets out that more programs will start supporting military spouses in this way. Very excited about being a part of the October 2011 cohort, and thank you, University of Wisconsin.